How are you all doing today, brothers and sisters? I extend my greetings to the family members, both home and abroad. Yeah. I heard one of my sisters talking about unity the other day, so I decided to bring it to the attention of the people of Ghana. We have always been talking about waking up, coming together, and then doing better things for ourselves and the generations ahead. Some people years ago were united and they were able to do greater things for us. I would say for us. It was not even for themselves, for us. Some people were able to stand up to fight for us in truth. You see what I'm saying? So there is the need for us to also do the same thing. So without much ado, I am here today telling the people of Ghana to have one mindset. And why am I saying this? Previously, we were brutalized by the colonial masters. Before then, there were generals, army generals and all of that, devising ways and means to penetrate our continent, to penetrate Africa with a war. Because their first plans, they didn't work. Then they decided to come out differently with another agenda, but hoping for the same results in a religion. So we were previously brutalized by the colonial masters. But today, when we look at Africa, when we look around Ghana, we are being brutalized by our own leaders, our own political leaders. We are being brutalized in the church by our own pastors. We are being brutalized in the church by our own prophets. We are being brutalized at the cultural level by our own so-called traditional kings and queens, our so-called traditional priests. We are being brutalized in fears. So first of all, I started by letting you know for a fact that none of us on this earth today, tomorrow, or even yesterday will be going to hell, so that you'll be able to eliminate the fears, the fearful mentality. Now, the colonial masters came to Africa. They came as a theme. They came in an organized way. You see what I'm saying? So we need to also come together from their organizations to form an organizations that is beneficiary for us for the meantime, and that is going to be helpful or beneficiary for the future generations. You see what I'm saying? Even the Bible says that nobody is going to hell, and this earth will never be destroyed. So you are in the church every day, wasting your time, hoping to go to heaven, or else you'll be going to hell. None of them. It doesn't exist like a city. It doesn't exist like a lake of fire or whatever. Now, we need to organize, because we have always been saying that unity is strength, unity is power, unity is love, unity is the foundation of everything. That is why we have always been saying Africa, unity. Unity, that is why we got the concept of university, universe, because we live on one flat earth plane. Our Creator was so perfect that we are all supposed to be living at one place. That is why we say a universe. And it's still talking about the number one. It's talking about unity. So there is the need all the time for us coming together with a common goal or a common purpose to do greater things, to reach different levels. You see what I'm saying? Now, let me say this here. Even political parties are organized. We have organization in MPP. We have organization in NDC. We have organizations in so many political parties. They have organized themselves with a common goal. You see what I'm saying? But their organization is fake. Why? Because, for instance, in Ghana right now, the NPP and the NDC are the same. But outside, they try or they pretend they are divided. They all have the same goals. Enjoying our resources free of charge. You see what I'm saying? Taking advantage of the poor, maltreating their own citizens, while they themselves are making themselves rich. They are building up their bellies all the time. You see what I'm saying? While people are also dying. And our leaders even don't care about what is going on. Recently, look at how Kennedy, Japan, and Anas collaborated with Media Mind Games to kill the Ahmed guy. You see what I'm saying? And then they decided to continually create so many Media Mind Games to be able to take your attention from exactly what is going on in the state. You see what I'm saying? So there is the need for us to organize. We need to come together. This is the moment that you have to realize that you belong to Ghana. You don't belong to your tribe. You don't belong. I understand the reason why. You are already a tribe on your own. You are already a tribe on your own. At this point in time, you don't belong to only yourself. You belong to others because we help each other. You see what I'm saying? Unity is strength. Coming together for a common purpose. Now, we have organizations in our country. Our leaders are organized for their corrupt purpose. You see what I'm saying? We have organizations in the church. So many churches. The colonial masters came with the religion. You see what I'm saying? The religion that they came out with to deceive many started with Christianity and Islam. You see what I'm saying? Now, within Christianity, we have so many organizations. And the organizations are the churches. We have the Catholic. They are still part of Christianity because they are the founders of the modern day Protestants that we call Christianity. See what I'm saying? So within the Christianity itself, we have the Catholic, the Methodist, Assemblies of God, SDA, Presbyterian, and so many other prophetic, powerless, deceptive prayer camps causing harm to innocent people in our country. But at the same time, our so-called leaders who are supposed to be, knowing what is right or what is good for us, are doing other things in favor of our colonial masters' agenda. For instance, when Nana Akufo-Addo is saying that, or if Nana Akufo-Addo is trying to tell us that he is trying to build a national cathedral for us, while the youth in Ghana are jobless. People are dying out of hunger. The youth in Ghana right now are turning out to be, friends to tramadol, abusing of tramadol. You see what I'm saying? The youth in our country right now, out of frustrations and hunger. They are turning out to kill themselves, killing others, robbing, all sorts of misbehaviors. Because of what? They're trying to survive. Looking at all this, and our leader doesn't care about establishing even small scale industries for us to be able to find some ways and means of helping Ghana, our motherland, while we are also getting paid for helping our motherland. And then the youth are idly destroying their own country, while the politicians are enjoying the luxuries of life. It doesn't sound right. So he is building cathedral while we are hungry. Already, I was saying this already, there are so many churches in Ghana. There are so many mosques. People pray every day, 5 times a day in Ghana. Nothing is going on. And we are still getting more poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer every day. We are being destroyed. So I have been asking my Christian brothers and my Muslim brothers, is God or Allah ready to hear your prayers? Is Allah there? Is Jesus there to listen to your prayers? What is going on to your gods or the dogs that you trying to worship, wasting your time, wasting your water on all the time? What is going on with all those gods or all those dogs? You see what I'm saying? But coming to think of it, it was an organization that was formed with a colonial mentality to destroy Africa. That is exactly what is going on in our churches. Even within the church, there is an organization. We have the men's club in the church. We have the women club in the church. You see what I'm saying? We have the children club in the church. There are so many organizations in the church. The pastors club, the prophetic club, and all of that. And all the clubs are organizations or the different sort of lodges that we have in the church because of the level of the slavery that they want to enslave the mentality of humanity in the church. There came the need for them to also organize themselves at those levels to be able to put people asleep. I have been telling you quite for about over 2 years now that you need to wake up. But waking up, you don't just wake up and do something. When you wake up and you realize the people or your neighbors are also awake, you ask them, what shall we do? What shall we do? And the basics or the foundations after what shall we do is unity. We have to be united. You see how previously they have been using the prophets, coming now with unnecessary death or death prophecies to destroy our own country. It's terrible. Meanwhile, they will lie by saying there is a God sitting up there in the sky that gave them the prophecy from his son Jesus, telling us that somebody is going to die very soon in Ghana. There will be a disaster. Ghana is being destroyed every day from the prophecies of Jesus and dog. You see what I'm saying? And here is the time that we have to forget about all those, excuse me to say, nonsense and stupidity, and stand up and fight in unity for ourselves. There is no need to be proud of your tribe. There is no need for you to be proud of your religion anymore. Just cast that away. You see what I'm saying? There is no need for you to be proud of your region. We have region and religion. We were first of all divided by religion, and then later on we got regions in Ghana. Right now they are saying we have 10 regions, that they are adding more regions. You see what I'm saying? The regions and the religions are there to divide you. Somebody is going to say he is from Ashanti region, so they are the boss, they are the kings and queens or whatever. Somebody will also say they are from the north, so they are blah, blah, blah. Somebody will say he or she is from the greater Accra, from Eastern. And so what? Cast that away. The land belongs to me and you. You see what I'm saying? Better things can only happen when we are united. Better things can only happen when we are in the mood of unity. You see what I'm saying? That is when we will be able to, do better things for ourselves. In the mosque or in the Islam, they also have different sort of organizations in the Islam, depending on how they want to put people asleep. So many divisions also in Islam. So many divisions in Christianity. So every day they are finding some ways and means to divide. Even in the church, there are organizations. We have the men's club and the women's club. So if the club on the side of the women are doing the right thing for Jesus and the men are not doing the right thing for it means there has been something going on. Then Jesus is coming for the women, and all the men supposedly would have been going to hell. But there is no judgment day. There is no judgment day. I have been asking people for years, where are you coming from? You came to this earth through your mother, and you were born, and right after that, getting to know how to read and write and understand what is going on, religion captured your thinking ability. Now you are waiting for Jesus or Allah because you are thinking about paradise or you are thinking about heaven. You see what I'm saying? Now, where did you come from? You are in Ghana right now. Where were you before Ghana? Have you ever, sat down and think about all these things? Sometimes you have to ask yourself, I am in Ghana right now. Where did I come from? And where will I be going to? You know you'll be going to either heaven or hell. That is what the slavery mentality has given you. But where were you before Ghana? That is a question for you to answer. And if you were truly able to answer that question, then you will come to the realization that there is the need for you to organize and do better things for the generations ahead. Because you could be one of them. The generations ahead. Yes. Generate. You could be one of them. Or you are one of the generations ahead. That is how I should put it. So there is the need for you to get together and organize. There is no need for tribalism. You are not a northerner. You are not a southerner. That is what they have been telling us in Ghana. You are not from the east. You are not from the west. You are from Ghana. Forget about that division. You don't belong to Volta. That is why you can leave Volta region and settle down in Buahafo and work. You see what I'm saying? You don't only belong to the northern region. That is why you can also go to Accra, settle there and work and to better your life. So you belong. This alone should tell you that you belong to Ghana. You hate your brother because your brother is not a Christian. You hate your brother because your brother is not a Muslim. You hate yourselves because you are a Muslim and your brother is a Christian, or because you are a Christian and your brother or your sister is a Muslim. So there is no love. Whenever there is no love, there can never be a unity. You see what I'm saying? So we cannot always be talking about this. We cannot always be bragging on the social media. We cannot always be making the unnecessary noise here and there without actions. So there is the need for us. All actions begin with unity. Even in the army, they put people in groups because they are united with a common goal. You see what I'm saying? That is why we have the Navy, we have the Air Force, we have the Army and whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because the Navy is a common people. It's like a people with a common goal to be able to win battles on the sea. When we are talking about water, we are typically talking about the sea. All right. Now, the Army can do actions everywhere. We have the Air Force that are capable of doing actions in the air. It's a group. So everywhere you go, actions. Now, we have to also organize ourselves. Ghana belongs to us. It doesn't belong to MPP. It doesn't belong to NDC. And in fact, you belong to none of them. Look at how they are enriching themselves. And you are continually suffering and, abusing tramadol and all of that. That is not, by the way, that is not your way of life. You see what I'm saying? You can do something better than that. But until you get out of the deception and unite, things will never change. So unity is strength. Unity is power. See what I'm saying? And unity will help you achieve or embrace all your goals, your dreams coming to pass because of unity. For the meantime, we have so many group chats to awaken people. People are waking up. And what is the next step? We can always not be at the same level. Even in school, you graduate from class 1 to class 2, then class 3, class 4, 5, and then you go on. So it's a student who will always remain at one level. It means that they are just there for nothing. It's about time we realize that religion is our problem. It's about time we realize that there is nothing good in religion. In fact, all those golden cities that they have been promising you, it's not real. That is why your pastors are driving all the nice cars like our politicians are doing. Because they know for sure that there is no hell. You see what I'm saying? Your pastors are even sleeping with, having sex with church members secretly. Because they bring out their fake prophecies to put the fear and panic in you. And you easily, you become afraid, terrified. And then you will not be able to think. And they will take advantage of you. You see what I'm saying? If they know something is like hell, the way they have described it on the internet, the way they have been describing it in your mind, if it is real, then they will not even venture or try to fool around, making riches out of your sweat. That is what exactly your pastors are doing. And our leaders, our politicians are also doing the same thing. They are making themselves rich out of our sweat. And then every day they are on the radio stations and the TV stations trying to tell us Ghana will be good, Africa will be better and all of that. Are we not sick and tired of all those mind games? It's been going on for years. It is only a fool that is not able to realize or differentiate the difference between the past and the present. It is only a fool that cannot base on the database from the past and the present to determine the future. The past gave us clue to this present that we are in, to this state that we are in. And this state or our present should also be able to give us a clue to the future. If we are hungry, jobless, killing each other, taking advantage of each other, robbing each other, we see what, because we are struggling to survive. We shouldn't be struggling to survive on our own motherland. But now, that is exactly what is going on in Ghana today. And if we are continuously doing all these kind of, I don't even want to use any word here because it's not going to be good to the hearing of the people. Now, if we are continuing doing all this, then what is the future? If your maths teacher is saying that 1 + 1 will give you 2. So let us do the math. What is going to happen in the very near future? All right. I have always been telling the people, especially in their 50s and 60s in the United States that migrated from Africa, that even in the United States, it is easy for you to get a job with your high school certificate. How about Ghana today? People have all the degrees. You see what I'm saying? People have all the degrees, all the education, but nothing for them to do with all their qualifications that they have attained from the universities. And then the sad aspect of it is that they went to school. All their trainings were not free. They have to pay money to get through high school. Even in the United States, whereby people are going to school for free from from high school level. Even at the college level, people are also going to school for free at some point. You see what I'm saying? People are still able to get something to do with even their high school certificates. How about Ghana today? We have so many unemployed graduates home doing nothing, thinking about how to rob their brothers and sisters, thinking about how to become false prophets and support the agenda of the colonial masters in the destruction of their own brothers and sisters that they were supposed, or that they are supposed to live in love, peace, and unity with. They have all become prophets, prophesying the death of their own brothers and sisters. Does this sound right to you? So if we are prophesying about the death of Ghana right now, then what is going to happen in the very near future? We cannot stop them until we are united. That is exactly what I'm talking about today. Yes, that is exactly what I am talking about today. A god or a dog having another name as God. In the other news, he is called Allah. In our culture, he is called Tradian Ponkwame. There is no Tradian Ponkwame in Ghana. I've been telling people how to awake their spirituality. There is no Tradian Ponkwame. It's a fraud. That is why our traditional leaders are fooling around. You see what I'm saying? There is no Tradian Ponkwame. A God called Allah. In other news, called Jesus. In other news, called a god or dog. In our culture, calling or Tradian Ponkwame. It's been sitting down and Ghana is being destroyed. But the moment people are waking up in the knowledge of truth and natural principle, coming to the realization that their own creator is a mother, then people are shaking right now in Ghana because they are lying to us, because their lies are coming out. The truth is coming to light and they don't like it. You see what I'm saying? And no matter what, if you can do this experiment yourself. If you have only one truth and there are thousands of lies, it's a matter of time, it's a matter of days, it's a matter of some weeks. Truth will always overcome lies. You see what I'm saying? So we have to be united. Let us eliminate the tribalistic mentality. We are brothers and sisters. Together, we can do better things for ourselves. Whenever we are divided, different sort of distractions, and we are not able to move forward. I heard one of my sisters talking about it, and I was like, this really makes sense. And I have to enlighten it one more time to the people of Ghana and in Africa as well. Yes. So this is the message for today. Yeah. Let us wake up. Let us tell each other. Should be able to explain to your brother, there is no hell. And none of us is going to hang up in the sky. We have to live on this earth. That is our home. We have to live here, enjoy the food, the fruits, and enjoy all the better things that our Maker gave to us. You see what I'm saying? None of us is going to hang up there in the sky. I have been asking the people in America, if there is a golden city up there, why is it that God is not raining gold from heaven? God is always raining water from heaven. God is raining snow. No gold. We never see gold coming up there from the sky. You see what I'm saying? If a God is living in golden city up there, and telling his pastors to collect your 1 Ghana cedi and send it to him so that he will bless you, you should know that the fact that you don't see that God's bank account means that your pastors are taking it for themselves because you are a slave. You see what I'm saying? So it's about time we have to wake up, to be able to stop all the death prophecies, because we need more hands on deck to be able to do better things for ourselves. So first of all, we come together and stop all the death and the foolish prophecies. Because none of them is coming from above. There is no God up there. See what I'm saying? Last time that I was telling you, the dog that is in your house became your God that you worship. And the worship is a war and a ship. You worship. You are in a slave worship. Because one of the slave ships were called Jesus. Jesus was one of the names of the slave worship. And then Jesus in our dialect is Yesu. And Yesu means we cry. Yesu, we cry. It's about time we have to unite for the betterment of ourselves, for the betterment of today, and the betterment of tomorrow. All right. I love you all. This is the moment of truth and natural wisdom. For now, I am building more groups on Jesus Our Problem. And the line is +1513 510 9081. That is the WhatsApp number. Just add me, and then I'm just going to put you in the group whenever I have the chance. So, I love you all. But the message is wake up. Do not have anything against any region. Oh, we are from the eastern. We are from the south. We are from the north. So, forget about that. You are from Ghana. Whenever you will travel outside and somebody asks you, where are you from? Most of the time I have been telling them I'm from Africa. Until they ask me, where in Africa are you from? Then I'm going to tell them I am from the West. Then the people who want to know more will ask me one more. Where in West Africa? Then I will say I'm from Ghana. But let us start from here. You are from Ghana. You are not from any region. You are from Ghana. That is it. I love you all. Moment of truth. Unity coming together. That is your strength. You see what I'm saying? And your strength, your power. And you are able to do better things for yourself. For now, for today, and for tomorrow. I love you all.